Hey, what's going on everybody? Manny Ortiz here, and welcome back to another How I Got This Shot video, where I share my thought process behind every photograph. Now, I want to send a huge shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Whether you're looking for a blog, website, or an online store, Squarespace has you covered. I love their clean, minimalistic templates. They have award-winning customer service support, which is there 24/7. Do yourself a favor and check out squarespace.com and use the coupon code MANNY for 10% off. Hey guys, so in this shoot I'm going to be using the Sony A9 with the 35mm 1.4 Sigma and the 70-200 2.8 G Master. Now in this particular scene, it seems like the light is being diffused by the clouds, but what's happening is the light's coming from directly above, and that's casting shadows on her face where her eyes are in complete shadow. It's not very flattering. So we moved to a more shaded area where the light is more even, and so my wife wanted to lay on this branch here, and the flippy screen allowed me to just really make it effortless to get this shot. But the problem is there's nothing in the background. There's nothing but just brown dirt. So I ended up shooting from the side, and that was a better angle because you have some greens and you have some context in the background. Just you got to be aware that the face is going to be drooping a little bit to the side. So my wife had an idea of posing on the tree branch, and for her safety I told her, hey babe, you might actually snap that branch, so be careful. And of course she took it as in I'm calling her fat. What a bad idea that was. So I started shooting this with the 35mm, and I wasn't really happy with the perspective. It almost looked like I was there on the ground with her. So what I did was step back with the 70-200, and using the compression at 200mm, I was able to kind of give a different perspective. It almost looks like she's higher in the tree, which is what I wanted.
What do you want me to do?
Kind of like look up like there's a light shining down on you a little bit. Exactly. So I saw this really nice pocket of light hitting the trail that we're walking on. I wanted a kind of whimsical feel here where the light's just kind of shining down on her. So I stood far back in the shadows, and this is the straight out of camera shot that I got. And the problem was that, I originally composed it with the tree to the left, but it was in complete shadow. So thanks to the great dynamic range of the Sony A9, I was able to recover the shadow, and I changed the color of the greens in the leaves and also added a little light burst on the top right to kind of complete my vision for this shot. So just to the right of where I took the last shot, there were these leaves that kind of had like a wrapping effect where it was just perfect to place her right in the middle. And I stood far back, shot at 200mm, and I got this shot. I love it. Nothing too special, but just really clean and simple. Just when I thought that I was running out of options, we got lucky and ran into this really nice colorful part of the woods. I had Diana stand next to some yellow flowers with this beautiful background of yellow and green. It made for a really nice, vibrant photo. Perfect. Not too much. A little more subtle. Look over at me. So these are my favorite shots of the entire shoot. We had some fun with it. This trail reminded me of like a scary movie when someone's kind of running away from a killer, and I asked her to run toward me, look scared, lost, and with the 20 frames per second on the Sony A9, I was able to capture some great expressions, and she nailed it here. Really happy with the results. These were definitely really fun to do. Wanting an even more dramatic photo, I asked Diana to run away from me while looking back, giving me the same expression as she did in the first shots. And I captured this, the bouncing of the hair, the motion, the dramatic look on her face. I fell in love with this shot. It's not my usual style, but it's just something fun and different. So after I packed up all my gear and we were headed to the car, I saw this small patch of tall grass. Diana already knew that we weren't gonna leave until I captured it. So I put her there, and the key to getting this shot was shooting from a low angle to kind of emphasize on the height of the grass. And this is the shot I got. If anyone is interested in some of the Lightroom presets that I use for this video, I'm gonna have a link down below in the description box. It's gonna take you to my website where you can purchase them along with a free frequency separation Photoshop action. I live and die by frequency separation as a portrait photographer, so I also include that in there. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram where I post at least one photo a day, so please support me there. and I'll see you in the next one, guys.